Hey, we're back at Austin Comic Con, and we are with Dr. Vail, a.k.a. Mike, from the steamship Isabella. So tell us more about the Isabella.
The Isabella is well, on the flip side of things, it's an artist collective. We've got about 22, 23 individual artists that contribute to making different steampunk elements, such as automator cuffs, things to hold your iPhone, leather bracers, holsters, gun belts, pretty much anything you can possibly imagine would be in the steampunk world.
Cool. And kind of give us a rundown of what steampunk is for people who may not know.
Steampunk is, in its most basic form, it's Victorian science fiction. So if you take aspects of Jules Verne, H.G. Wells style things,
Right.
and H.G. Wells really took it to the next level by making things that couldn't yet exist, like the time machine.
Time machine, and then I think he even went to the moon in one of his.
Exactly. It just anything that seems impossible with the technology of the 1800s, but we make it possible. A lot of people, one of the key elements to steampunk is that Charles Babbage built a machine, or tried to build a machine, back in the 1800s that would have revolutionized computing 150 years before we actually had a computer. The blueprints were built up, and in the more recent past, someone actually built it. It worked. Had he been more clever with his money and his schemes, Babbage might have kicked off the Industrial Revolution well before it actually kicked off.
So we could have flying cars right now. Is
We
basically what
could
you're
have
saying.
flying cars. Although I've been promised that for my entire life, and it's never happened.
Yeah, I feel I remember when I was a little kid, in the year 2000, we'll have flying cars, and they didn't deliver.
They didn't.
So-
But Back to the Future was an awesome movie nonetheless.
Yes, it was. And it's great to see the DeLoreans making a comeback. And for $100,000 now, you can get an electric DeLorean.
$100,000 for an electric?
$100,000.
That's a lot of money,
Yes, it is.
especially for a steampunk.
Yeah. Well, tell us about some of your steampunky gadgets you got here.
The necklace that I'm wearing right here is broken down pieces from a grandfather clock movement. Something to be very, very careful about. If you're ever going to take a grandfather clock movement apart, they have strips of death inside them. Be very, very careful. If you're building anything steampunk, make sure you understand how it works before you break it. You could end up with missing an eye, which is why always wear goggles. They are cruise control for cool, and they protect your eyes. They're almost necessary to even build this stuff. So the holsters and belt were all handmade from leather, dyed, stamped, tooled. Leatherworking is a dying art. It's something I would really encourage any young people out there to get into. It's one of those. It's died off over the years. You have people who still make saddles and things like that, but overall, it's really sad to see those real hand-on skills start to kind of fade out of existence. I mean, everything's done by machine now. We actually sit there and hand stamp every little tooling mark into the leather.
Awesome. And where can people get more information about this Airship Isabella?
You can visit www.airshipisabella.com, and that encompasses both the crews of the Isabella and the Neo Dulcimer, her sister ship, which I'm the first officer of. We are all. We have a forum that links from there that if you ever have any questions about how to build something or anything about steampunk at all, if you just want to know what it is in more depth than what I've given you here, get on there, ask questions. We're always online, always willing to answer questions. Also, check us out on Facebook. Just look up Airship Isabella. You can find the individual crew members from there.
Awesome, and we'll make sure to link up with you on Facebook with the AFK.
Sounds fantastic. Thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.